In previous videos, we have been through the introduction of the WordPress CLI, and then we have successfully installed WP-CLI on our local host. Alright, in this video, we will be learning how to install WordPress successfully using WP-CLI. So without wasting any of our time, let's quickly jump into the installation. As I already mentioned, I am on my local host and I am residing inside my XAMPP htdocs folder. So I am simply creating a folder here. If you want to do everything from command prompt, you can do. But in my case, I am simply creating a folder named as test. Alright, so I am inside it and now I am just opening my command prompt. Alright, why I am using this approach? Because it is really beginner friendly. But if you know how to create directories using some commands, how to switch from one folder to other using cd commands and rest of the things, then it is already perfect. Alright, so we are inside our folder where we want to install our WordPress. Alright, so what is next? What is next is very simple. We have to write a command wp core download, and we have to just click on the enter. If you are already using these commands, you will be seeing like cached files, because CLI cached those downloads for future use. As I am using CLI in my development and rest of the things, so it will be serving us cached copy. But no need to worry at all. If you never used it or never played with it, still you will be downloading files perfectly, because your download will be first time, then the cache will be generated. If you see my folder, I have already opened it on side by side, so you can see files are being downloaded and our folder is showing up nicely with the latest files which are being downloaded. Alright, our files downloaded successfully. This pulls latest WordPress files instantly. So one command and our WordPress downloaded successfully. Alright, what is next? Next thing is we have to create our configuration file, which is you mostly see wp-config.php. During installation manually, it creates for us, but once we are using CLI, we have to create it. So how to do that? We have to simply write another command wp config, and this time our command is create. So what to pass? We have to pass few details, like what is the DB name we want to use for our project. I am using test. All right, so what is the DB user which we want to use? In our case, that is root. And what is the DB pass? It is stands for password. In our case, that is empty. All right, so we have to provide these details as per our server. All right, as I am on localhost, so I am using root as the DB user and password as empty, while I want to keep same database name as per my project test. All right, so what is next? Thing is final, our host. So DB host, we want to keep it to localhost. All right, once done, you have to simply also keep an eye on this particular place. All right, so I am just entering. Okay, so it created at the end. All right, so our file got created. Now, before proceeding further, I can simply open my, I have already opened. Okay, no problem. I can simply open my folder again to load recent files. All right, so if I just go to WP config file, I can see my all my constants are adjusted properly, like my DB name, my user, my password is set to empty, and my host. All right, perfect. So far, so good. We are approaching nicely. So what is next? Next thing is to create our database. But here I am just creating an error for you. What is that error? Let's see. First of all, to create our database, we have to use our db create command. All right, so I have intentionally generated this error because whenever you are following along, you will be facing this issue. If you see, it says MySQL or SQL commands are not recognizable. What it means? It means though our system is set like on XAMPP, but our environment paths are not set for MySQL. We have to simply do same thing like we did for the PHP. We have to go inside our XAMPP, MySQL, and inside MySQL our bin folder. We have to simply copy this path, then we have to go back to environment variables like we did for the PHP, and then we have to edit our variables like this, and then we have to click on the path and edit. All right, so here we can create one more path. So I am simply copying my path and I am placing okay, okay, and okay. All right, so what we did, we have made our MySQL global. What it means, it means now if we run our commands using MySQL, we will be clear to see, we will be using MySQL. All right, so now we can simply create our db command once again. All right, now database created. All right, so that was I would say extra learning for you guys to see what it does for us. All right, so now our test database created successfully. What's next? Next thing is to run one more command to finally install our WordPress. So how to do that? For that we use simply command WP core install, and we pass our rest of the information like where to install, the path of our website. In our case that will be going to localhost/test. All right, so what title we want to use for our website? So I am saying it like test website. All right, so what is the name of our admin user? So I can simply say it like admin. And what is the password of our admin user? If you see, everything is similar as we do during a manual installation. And finally our admin email, so I can simply keep it to my email.com. All right, once done I have to simply click on the enter. Perfect. So if you see, within 2 seconds our WordPress got installed successfully. And now if I just go back to my database and refresh it, perfect, all our tables are created. And if I just try to go to my website path localhost/test, boom, our WordPress installed successfully. All right. So what we have learned? We have learned how to download WordPress using WP-CLI, how to create our configuration file, how to create our database, how to fix our MySQL global path in Windows. Obviously, if you face that issue in any of the operating system, you have to just adjust the path. And then finally, we have installed our WordPress successfully on our local host server. All right. I think that's enough for the day, and tomorrow we will be seeing more things for this particular series. And if you guys are following along, you guys have already learned a lot of the way, you have already covered a lot of ground, and you are already ahead a lot of WordPress developers, because WordPress developers mostly not utilizing WP-CLI as intended. All right, see you in the next video. Until then, have a nice time, and don't forget to like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Bye bye.